2026 Volvo XC60 is the bread and butter SUV for Volvo in the US and competes in the very popular compact luxury segment. Thankfully, it's a good, solidly competitive offering. It's practically impossible to find the exterior style inoffensive. Plus, who doesn't love an elegant Swedish-style interior, especially in this 2026 updated model? Same goes for BMW. The X3 is BMW's second bestseller and is a huge deal in the US, with over 360,000 units sold just last year alone and another 330 sold in 2023. The styling of the all-new version has evolved greatly to better stand out in this ever-growing segment. So, if you want to know which one is better for you, in this video we will compare their designs inside and out, pricing, and how they drive. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. The 2026 Volvo XC60 is a mild refresh since the exterior saw the least amount of change. The front fascia is pretty much identical to last year's model with the same iconic Thor's Hammer LED headlights. The grille, however, has been updated with a sleek crosshatch design, reflecting the recent updates made to the bigger XC90. From the side, two massive creases at the bottom of the doors enhance its muscular proportions, while the side windows are framed with either shiny chrome or gloss black accents, which complement the car's overall look. Around back, Volvo's signature LED taillights extend vertically along the rear pillars with a darker look. The tailgate is handsomely sculpted and integrates a spoiler for added sportiness, while the rest remains unchanged. As for the 2025 X3, the front fascia is a big departure from the previous model. The double kidney grille now gets a new cross-slat pattern, which turns black on the M Sport trim. The headlights are smaller, getting rid of BMW's signature dual-lamp design, and curve further with the body into the fenders. From the side, it's less angular compared to the previous generation, with subtle sculpting through the door panels in addition to new door handles that sit flush with the bodywork for better efficiency. It also does away with the cladding around the wheel arches. Size-wise, it's longer and wider by almost 3 inches than the XC60. Out back, it's been completely redesigned, with the split motif and the light clusters making a comeback, while also being slimmer compared to the 2025 model. The bumper now sits flush with the tailgate, lacking the traditional step that most SUVs have. The exhaust tips are hidden right underneath, except for the sporty M50 with its quad pipes, rounding out a really great design. Jumping inside, Volvo's Swedish heritage is reflected in its stylish, welcoming interior. Instead of the old model's attractive but somewhat dated feel, this generation is much better. The steering wheel, gauges, and gear shifter are the same in other Volvos, but the rest has been revised. The dashboard has a cool 3-layer design that wraps around into the doors, making the whole cabin feel warm and cozy. There are new interior trim options, and the standout is definitely the navy herringbone design you see here. This subtle yet stylish pattern feels like a tailored suit. What's even cooler, the seat material is made from recycled polyethylene, which is hard to believe considering the plushness of the surfaces. As for infotainment, there is a Google-based infotainment system with a revised layout displayed on a larger 11.2-inch digital screen. The new display is bright and crisp with an intuitive layout, but its reactions can feel laggy sometimes. A 12.3-inch gauge cluster is standard, and it can display maps from both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The 2025 BMW X3 has definitely gone through a redesign, and while it looks sleek and modern on the surface, the interior leaves a lot to be desired when you actually get hands-on with it. Sure, the lower dashboard and curved displays give it a high-tech vibe, but the quality of materials feels like a step backwards. Take the door handles, for example. They are hard, clacky, and lack the solid, refined feel you'd expect from a BMW. Even the little details like the air conditioning nozzles, they feel cheap in addition to the climate controls that are now integrated into the screen. All this adds up, giving the Volvo XC60 an easy win in both looks and feel inside. As for infotainment, the 14.9-inch screen has excellent resolution and is easy to use with the rotary dial and the center tunnel. The 12.3-inch digital cluster can be customized to show exactly what you need, and it also integrates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for maps. As for passenger and cargo space, the driver can enjoy a comfortable multi-adjustable seat in the Volvo. The interior dimensions remain unchanged, so the XC60 still offers competitive interior space. There is plenty of headroom both front and back, and people at the back will enjoy a comfortable ride with 38 inches of rear legroom. The XC60 is one of the most spacious compacts out there, swallowing 29.7 cubic feet with all the seats up. Fold the 40-20-40 second row seats, and that number more than doubles to 63.3 cubes. The load floor is helpfully low too. As for the X3, up front there is plenty of space with seats that are fairly comfortable and easy to live with over long distances, though some might find them a bit on the hard side. At the back, the bench seats are a bit flat, but space is generous and it offers space comparable to that in the XC60, however comfort remains a win for the Volvo. As for cargo space, the new X3 gains 10% thanks to its extra length. It now swallows a class-leading 32 cubic feet with all the seats up. Fold the second row down and that number grows to 67 cubes. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 XC60 shouldn't stray too far from the 2025 model. The core trim is expected to start around $49,000, but the one to get is the Plus at $54,000, and it comes standard with 19-inch wheels, a 360-degree camera system, front and rear parking sensors, and adaptive cruise control with lane keeping assist. The fully loaded Ultra should cost around $60,000. Pricing for the 2025 X3 30X Drive starts at $49,950, and it's all you need, and it comes standard with 19-inch wheels, dual-zone climate control, BMW's curved twin displays, and wireless phone charging. If you want to get the M styling, a $2,200 package will get you just that. The X3 M50 starts at a steep $65,000. When it comes to driving and handling, Volvo offers 3 different powertrains: B5, NTA, and the XC60, all mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Under the hood of the base B5 badged XC60s are a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine and a 48-volt mild hybrid system making 247 horsepower. The plug-in hybrid T8 powertrain borrows the B6's engine and pairs it with a set of electric motors for a total of 455 horsepower in the Recharge model. On the road, the XC60 isn't the most composed SUV out there. Its larger optional wheels can significantly degrade ride quality, especially in areas with bad pavement, and its base suspension gets discombobulated on uneven roads. The takeaways from this should be: other Volvos are better to drive, stick to smaller wheels, and most competitors handle better. This may sound damning, but it's really not. Spec it right and the XC60 will be lovely to drive in 95% of the scenarios most drivers find themselves in. As for BMW, the 2025 X3's shortcomings inside are so unfortunate, since it's simply the best driving experience you can get in its segment. The X3 30X Drive features a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine delivering 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque with a 0-60 mph time of 6 seconds and 29 mpg combined. Priced at $49,500, it's lighter, more fuel efficient, and rides on 19-inch wheels, making it the more practical choice than the more expensive X3 M50 model. It also shines in its day-to-day driving dynamics with steering that feels precise and a ride-handling balance that's both comfortable and capable. It handles corners with ease even at high speeds, offering plenty of performance and a refined, subtle driving experience. While it might not match the Porsche Macan's agility on twisty roads, the body roll is beautifully controlled and the ride has a suppleness that the XC60 just cannot match. The M50 X Drive, however, takes a different approach. Built for speed and intensity, it feels significantly quicker than the 30X Drive, with harsher gear shifts, a stiffer suspension, and a less forgiving ride due to its low-profile tires. It's a machine designed to thrill, but that excitement comes at the cost of comfort, making it a less relaxed choice for everyday driving. So, which one should you choose? Well, this is a tough one, because I prefer the exterior design and the driving dynamics of the X3, while the XC60's interior is just superior in every aspect. And since you'll be inside the car more often than looking at it and driving it around town, I would choose the XC60 over the X3 any day of the week.